Welcome to the Fake News Network, our inaugural broadcast where we are in a real studio and we bring real hot topics. We go over them. We go over them on our 92-inch brand new monitor that's installed here. We go over that thanks to Pfizer. And remember, Pfizer, you should trust us. You should trust them. And we're going to jump into some topics here. Please go ahead and try to find the Fake News Network where you can. Right now, they are being platformed on for Rumble on this Fluxbeat channel. Please make sure you do not subscribe to that channel. We do not trust, we must warn you to not trust alternative news sources. Only trust us corporate news sources that are established. Okay? There's no reason not to trust us. And that brings me to our first segment here, just to introduce you to who we are here at FNN. I'm the president, CEO. I'm the Donald Trump, if you will, of the organization. I am the Dana White of the organization. I am the, let's see, what else would there be? I don't know. But we're inspired here by the incredible legacy news anchors that come before us. I get a little teary-eyed even thinking about the one I look up to, Joe Scarborough. And I have a little segment that I like to play, and it just gets me here every time. It just gets me here every time. Let's play that. I'll try not to get teared up here, but it's just the best. Just the best.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years.
Folks, I can't speak. The integrity that man brings, his braveness to say F on the air live, just when folks were not believing. He had to do that. He was trying to save the country from Donald Trump. I can't even say his name. It makes me sick. He's trying to save the country. Do you not understand? He had to do that. He knew Joe Biden intimately for years. And he had to tell everybody, this is the most cogent, not pungent, cogent version of Joe Biden. And I mean, people were doubting it. But after that man just gave it to us like that, I think we all knew. I mean, there was the unfortunate debate right after that. Biden wasn't feeling well. He just was not feeling well at all. And I think he had a cold or something. So anyway, all right, let's go ahead and jump into some news topics. All right, let's see here. And folks, our producers here are still a little new. So if we happen to, kind of, not come in and out of a segment really, perfectly, please just bear with us. We are working on it. We couldn't hire the best producers to be honest, not right off the bat. We spent all the money on this, uh, you know, this. We have the screens behind us. I mean, I've got the globe circling on this. I mean, this, folks, this costs money. This costs money. These are not even fake plants. These are real plants, not fake plants. We have to have maintenance. They have to water the plants. They have to clean the bathrooms. We have a cameraman. Let's give Enrique. He does a fantastic job. He's on the ball, getting that everything taped. What do you mean it's not tape? It's not tape. It's digital. You mean the camera? Enrique. All right. But, all right, so let's get into some news segments. Once again, producer Jorge is going to be on top of this for us. And just bear with us. We're going to get better as we go along. All right. But what we are going to do, we are going to cover hot items. So let's go right on into, okay, already we're having a little bit of all right, here we go. All right. Jorge's got it down. Good job, Jorge. All right. So let's go into the trending topics. This is a very serious news organization, so we do cover the actual topics. Let's see. China's trending. Let's see what's going on with China. All right. So Jorge's doing a good job. That was good, Jorge. Let's see here. The latest. Like you moved production from China to Vietnam to avoid tariffs only. See, I watch the screen with you guys. I'm not any better than you. Okay. There's one thing we're trying to change in legacy media. We want you to know I am not any better than you. I make $8 million a year, but trust me, it doesn't get to my head. And I wish I could win a scratch off just like you wish you could win a scratch off. Trust me on that. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. 29 years ago, Nancy Pelosi was really concerned about our trade deficit with China. 1 million gallons of vodka later, she seems to have forgotten how to stand up for America. Wow. That's interesting. Oh, here's CNN now. We have something from CNN here. This is probably going to be this should be some stellar coverage here. This should be some stellar take. I mean, CNN is. I mean, right there with MSNBC. President Trump is the first leader we have had who is willing to stand up against China, and that should be supported by all Americans. I don't know if I like that. Let's see what that's. Let's see. It's CNN, so it's got.
For the last 20 years, there's been a major black swan in this situation. That's China. Mm-hmm. China comes into the global trading system. It's a very different kind of economy. They subsidize everything. The government runs everything. And so you get something called the China shock, where literally a ton of jobs from the Rust Belt, as you're talking about. I grew up in rural Indiana. That was my whole growing up experience. They leave, counties, communities are hollowed out. More importantly, and this is where it gets really interesting, critical goods that we need in this country, you can't produce anymore in the system as it was originally envisioned in the post-war era, because the global economy has changed and you have all these players that are playing by different rules now. And one thing I will say, and this is not to say that Donald Trump is doing this strategy of, kicking the Bretton Woods system, out and changing globalization. I don't think he's doing it right. But he is making an important point, which is that it's outdated and it needs to change. And that is a stepping off point for a conversation I would like to see Democrats actually engaging with more proactively myself.
Okay. All right. Well, that was a little boring. Yeah, they can't all, CNN, they have a tough job. They've got to put out all that content for the airports, and it's tough. Caroline Levitt, do we want our critical supplies like life-saving medicines and chips being made in China, or do we want them being made right here in the United States of America? This is a common sense policy. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that.
No, the president is firm in his approach, and the president is ensuring economic stability here in the United States of America. Yesterday, he was joined in the Rose Garden by everyday Americans, middle-class workers. You heard from one of them who the president invited on stage by name because he knows this man and he knows what the impact of globalization has done to communities like Detroit, Michigan, where auto workers have been put out of jobs, where we've seen factories shut down. We have offshored critical supply chains in our country. Do we want our critical supplies like life-saving medical medicines and chips being made in China, or do we want them being made right here in the United States of America? Every American knows the answer to that question. This is a common sense policy. And if these countries wanted to negotiate, if these countries wanted to do what's right, they've had 70 years to do it. Instead, they have been ripping off American workers. And President Trump has made it very clear that this is a policy he was going to implement. He campaigned on the idea of fair trade, on tariffs, and nearly 80 million Americans elected him to do it, and he is delivering.
Okay. That's good stuff. We're going to we have to go just take a very quick break. It's going to be very fast, folks. So just hang right there with us, and we'll be right back. The Flux Beat, not brought to you by Pfizer. Hey, everybody, please comment, like, share, subscribe. It's important. No, it's really important.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you.
Not sure why that. Jorge, why is this playing?
This version.
Let's just watch it anyway. It's so beautiful.
Intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years.
I'm telling you, it just gets me every time. It just gets me every time. All right. I'm sorry, it shakes me up, guys. It just gets me out of my element. Into my seat. It just, it's beautiful. All right, let's see. Let's see, folks. There has to be some more trending in the United States. Let's see, that China was really trending. Russell Brand is trending a little bit. Let's see what's happening with our old buddy, old Russell Brand. We do cover some entertainment here, folks. Let's see here. I don't know what this is. Let's just dive into it.
Hello. Firstly, thank you for these incredible and overwhelming messages of support. We're very fortunate in a way to live in a time where there's so little trust in the British government. We're very fortunate, I suppose, that this is happening at a time where we know that the law has become a kind of weapon to be used against people, institutions, and sometimes entire nations that will not accept and tolerate levels of corruption that are unprecedented. I'm speaking particularly to those of you that are watching this in the UK. How do you feel about your legal system right now? How do you feel about some of the high-profile cases that are not being pursued and prosecuted? How do you feel that the Southport murders were handled? How do you feel about the government of Keir Starmer? Now, that's just sort of general context. I've always told you guys that when I was young and single, before I had my wife and family, who were just about a shot over there, my beautiful children, I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord. I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile. But what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes. I want to thank all of you for your continuing support. I want to let you know that our show will be on Rumble on Monday. Thanks for your support there. And of course, I'm now going to have the opportunity to defend these charges in court, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. In the meantime, you lot, stay free, and we will be continuing to discuss this matter. Praise the Lord.
Okay, folks. Due to my integrity, I cannot keep the act up anymore. The Joe Scarborough has gotten through to me and my conscience, so I must just be myself now. Forget all this serious new stuff. Okay, shake it off. Oh, like the great Taylor Swift said. The great Taylor Swift. Shake it off. All right, so, yeah, so for real though, on a serious note, I guess he's just given a little something about, I don't know if this is kind of reemerged for him or something, these allegations. I thought it kind of went down. Maybe he's just addressing it. Let's see here. This was 29 minutes ago. Every single allegation against Russell Brand concerns events that took place 20 years ago or more. None of them existed while he was a famous actor or comedian. All of them emerged once he became a highly visible descendant on politics and COVID. Brand has been forthright. Russell Brand charged with rape, and so there's some more. There's new charges, I guess. Can you folks see that? Maybe I'll make it just a little bit bigger for you. We could only get the 92-inch screens. We don't have the. Maybe we'll upgrade. Maybe we'll get a new studio later and have even bigger screen. I don't know, but this might work pretty well. It's a beautiful studio, though, isn't it? I mean, I put the plants in myself. I thought that was a nice touch. Really thought that was a nice touch. All right, let's get some more trending topics, folks. Friday vibes. How about some memes? You want to look at some? Let's see what we've. Let's see if we can find some funny memes. Why am I not seeing my bookmarks? Oh, that's interesting because I'm not on the right account. Well, apologize, folks. Apologize. Sorry, guys. Seriously, I don't know. I'm on a different account. So, what? No, or maybe it is. Yeah, here it is. Why did it do that? Because the screen's so, I don't know. Whoops. There were some really funny memes in here that I had earlier. Let's find those real quick. That was pretty cool from the Liberation Day thing. How Canada thinks that they look threatening the U.S. How Canada actually looks threatening the U.S. This one place had really good memes. I don't know if you guys saw this. It was so funny with Cory Booker. I'm just going to play it again. I played it the other day. It's just so funny. It's so good.
To say I will not stand for another American to lose their health care for a billionaire. I will not stand for another veteran who's dedicated to stopping the suicide of other veterans to lose their job. I won't stand for the air quality in my community to be worse because they're letting polluters pollute more. I won't stand for the collective assaults on the Constitution by a man who even the highest judge in our land, a Republican-appointed judge, said stop threatening and bullying other branches of government. When is it going to be enough? My voice is inadequate. My efforts today are inadequate to stop what they're trying to do. But we, the people, are powerful. We are strong. We have changed history. We have bent the arc of the moral universe. And now is that moral moment again. It's the moral moment again. God bless America. We need you now. God bless America. If you love her, if you love your neighbor, if you love this country, show your love. stop them from doing what they're trying to doing for almost 20 hours. We have laid out what
You don't want to go in 20 hours, dog.
Hours.
Who's going 20 hours? You?
I will.
All right.
Corey, y'all, the Academy Award goes to Cory Booker. Boy. What the hell was that? Corey.
Corey. Oh my gosh, that's just so good. I have to play that all the time. Here's another one.
I gotta hop on another call. Thanks, guys.
That meeting went 2 minutes over. I've been doing this for months. I'm productive. My work and my golf game have never been better.
You know, I got a hard stop. I gotta go. All right, thanks.
Before you go, I have no idea why you wouldn't do this. Call this work from whole. Pretty good, right? Came up with it myself.
Work
I've
from
never
home.
been a better human being on the course and off than right now.
I gotta hop on another call. Thanks, guys.
That meeting went.
Oh, I'm gonna play this. This is really cool. On a serious note, this is really wow, that's amazing. All right, we just got to pay the bills again here real fast, folks. So stick around. This will be quick. The Flux Beat, not brought to you by Pfizer. Hey, everybody, please comment, like, share, subscribe. It's important. No, it's really important.
Okay.
And we're back. All right, folks. Well, I will be back tonight for your nightly catch up. So come check me for that. Go ahead and follow. And the Flux Beat Network, where we will be at the FNN Fake News Network Studios again tonight. See what's trending. If there's nothing hot trending, we'll go to some fun stuff. Or maybe we'll do both. Who knows? But we're going to try to just check out some really interesting stuff regardless. Thanks, everybody. And please follow, like, share, subscribe. Thanks. God bless.